I feel like as the semester just keeps moving forward, the crazier my hair gets. Anyway, let's move on with Module 3. This is the second video, Cognitive Processes and Development. We're referencing Chapter 6, 7, 8, and 9, and I've got a little bit of an activity that will prepare you for the discussion. Let's hop in. Attention, development, and memory. Information processing approach. You need to know that information is the processing approach that analyzes how individuals actually encode information, manipulate it, monitor it, and create strategies for handling it. Loved this little chart. Metacognition, you'll hear that a lot as you move forward on your degree path, especially if you're in the College of Health and Behavioral Sciences. Speed of processing information. Isn't it amazing how quickly that we process information and how it influences what we can do with that information? Attention, oh my goodness. If I could just get your attention, please. How many times have you heard that? That is when you focus on mental resources. You know, sometimes when you have someone's attention and other times when you don't. And individuals allocate their attention in many different ways. Memory. The retention of information over time. Many of you maybe can think of a memory or you can't remember something. All goes back to memory. Encoding, storage, retrieval. Thinking. What is thinking? Manipulating and transforming information in memory to reason, reflect, think critically, evaluate ideas, solve problems, and make decisions. You're definitely going to be using your thinking skills in our final for this course. Concepts, executive function, critical thinking, expertise, and then concept of the terminal decline. You need to know that. I put that in your notes too. Moving forward with the nature of intelligence and language, 3 and 4, I want you to create your own notes. You can use the Cornell Notes system. You can create your own slides or whatever system works for you. What's important is that you identify the elements of each stage of development. It will help you on your final case study. I feel like I'm giving you teasers here and there to prepare you for your final case study. The nature of intelligence, the ability to solve problems and adapt and learn from experiences. Individual differences in intelligence are measured by intelligence tests. Can't wait till we get to that. So you've got a mental age. That's an individual's level of mental development relative to others. Intelligent quotient, have you heard of your IQ? That's an individual's mental age divided by your cognitive age multiplied by 100. Whew, that's a lot, isn't it? Normal distribution is an asymmetrical bell-shaped curve with the majority of cases falling in the middle of the possible range. Some types of intellectual disability, if your IQ is falling or you have a student or a client and their IQ is falling between 55 and 70, you can say they're in the mild, moderate, all the way up to severe and profound, which is below 25%. Some type of cognitive assessment. And I want you to identify what stage of development that you're targeting. For example, I want to assess my mother. She's actually 72, and my sisters and I have found that she has a little bit of a decline in her memory and her function. And I don't mean just like, oh, she's forgetful. It's a little more profound than that. So I took her to the doctor, and believe it or not, when we went to the gerontologist, they actually did this test on her. Right here, it tells you exactly what this is. It's a pretty fast and simple way of spotting warning signs of Alzheimer's. I want you to take a blank sheet of paper, just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and a writing utensil. I'm using a pencil. Group or with your partner to look for a few. Take this time. Or if you're watching this ahead, which I hope that you are, then you have come prepared. And maybe both of you exchange, and maybe you give your partner the clock test. And then there are also other ones. Use some of these just free, fun IQ tests. Partner can do this during the discussion, or you could both complete them and collaborate and then submit that form before midnight tonight. The fourth section of this module is language. Milestones in infancy, Now, moving forward, note these charts and take some very good notes. You're going to need to break down the stages of development at the end of the semester. So your note taking is very, very important at this point. Note your key milestones, note examples from your own life, use your personal applications. That's why I want them all together. So at the end of the semester, you can go back and reflect on those. Or maybe examples from other. Some very important information, and the reason I'm pushing this out now so that you have time to complete these before our discussion.